Here from the Ultimate Golf Quest, video 3 on chipping. So we've talked about anxiety levels, we've talked about how to gain some self-confidence while we're out there chipping, and now we have to talk about how we're going to practice that on the practice range to make it more like out on the course. So the simplest way to do that is to try and make the chips that you're doing on the practice green count. So the difference between block practice and sort of more targeted practice. Block practice when you just rake a ball, chip, okay? That's block practice when you're generally working on maybe a technique change perhaps, but what you want to do is when you want to get specific to sort of creating a little bit more realization of being on a golf course, you have to simulate one thing. Simulation just means you've got to visualize and go through your full pre-shot routine like you're on the golf course. If you can go on the range and go through, walk up to the green and looking around, looking for your landing spot, looking for your finishing spot, having your practice swings, visualizing, saying positive things on the practice range each shot, then, and chipping it, and then doing it over and over and over again. Repetition is key here, and consistency. Over and over again. When you go on the golf course, what's your brain going to say? Okay, what's your brain and body going to say actually? They're going to say, okay, you've done this so many times, you've gone through this routine so many times, I've got this, right? So you're going to be able to take from the range to the actual course much easier because you've done it so many times. And you know you've done it so many times, you've talked the brain into believing it can do it, and so you go on the golf course and you have much more chance of doing it. So your practice has to be more game-specific type things. Do some competitions. Do from one position that you have to get 5 out of 10 within gimme range, for example, if you're a good chipper. If you're not on a low single figure, maybe it's more you're going to do chipping and putting if you're able to at your course, chipping and putting from one spot. 5 balls, you need to get up and down 3 out of 5 times. That means if you're doing that, it's putting a little bit of pressure on your practice, going through your routines, going through your sort of anxiety levels, and meaning that when you go on the golf course, you've been there, done that so many times, you're going to be more confident and you're going to be able to play better chip shots. That's the plan, and that if you don't do this, then there's a chance that all that other aspect will come back. So, the negative stuff. But if we can do the right practice and focus on the right mental side of things, then your chipping will absolutely improve. But it might take time.